What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here for yet another video. Today we have the first aviation news this week of 2022. ANTW 98 is the second video of the year. We have a lot of exciting aviation news to cover, so we will get started. So here we go. We have aviation news this week, starting with this awesome and interesting headline news item. The final commercially operated MD-83 in the continent of Europe was recently retired. This aircraft flew its last flight on October the 16th, 2021. This aircraft was operated by Danish Air Transport, DAT, and was an MD-83 registered as Oscar Yankee-Romeo Uniform Echo. For about the last 2 weeks of this aircraft's operation, the airline offered tourism flights where you could literally get on the plane and take a 2-hour flight around the country of Denmark, see some of the sights, and get to fly the MD-80. It was cool for aviation enthusiasts and a nice little way for the airline to make some money before they decide to retire the aircraft. Chris Cooper, Captain 80 on Instagram, sent some pictures over from his experience of the final flight, and wow, what an awesome flight it appeared to be. It looks like he had a great time, and this airplane is in this such colorful livery here in this red, green, and yellow livery. Very beautiful plane, and it's really cool to see that the MD-80 was sent off in Europe with a really nice specialty send-off. I'm really glad that DAT did this awesome send-off. For those who are interested, DAT now operates the ATR-72s, a much more boring aircraft, but still a good aircraft as a replacement for the MD-80s. This aircraft, though, is such an awesome plane, and it is sad to see that yet another MD-80 bites the dust, but these MD-80s are becoming very difficult to find flying commercially. There might be still a couple flying around Asia and such, but at least as far as major commercial carriers, there aren't any left, and I would definitely like to fly on one before the last one is gone. But yeah, this is basically it for this aircraft in commercial service for the most part. Some interesting fleet news here. Here we have the special livery that came out all the way back in September 16th, 2020. But I didn't notice it because there are too many special liveries in China. They make like one every single week. And this one is operated by an airline that I'm having difficulty pronunciating. But this is a really cool livery. It has the greenery of the country of China painted on it. It looks really beautiful. I don't even know what this livery is for, but it's a really awesome livery. And I got a couple of pictures here. The photographer actually caught the aircraft twice, and so he sent me this picture. So, yeah, really awesome plane. And, yeah, I don't know what the special livery is for, but I do actually like it. It's really well put together here, and the brand of the airline matches it quite well. Another A220 has appeared. This is the very first A220 for Iraq Airways. It was first seen on the 7th of November 2021, and this aircraft is registered as Charlie-Foxtrot Papa Alpha Golf. This aircraft is an A220-300 and is one of several that the airline has ordered. A special thanks once again to the photographer, who has lots of really good pictures from Montreal and from the Bombardier Slant Airbus facility. The final bit of fleet news that we have for today's video is this awesome livery. This is the Delta Airlines Team USA Special Livery. Now, the United States is obviously entering the 2022 Winter Olympics, which will be held in Beijing, China, and Delta, like many other airlines, are painting a special livery for their home country. And Delta has the Team USA livery. Canada has the Go Canada Go livery, which you might have seen me cover in a previous episode with their 787-9, and I'm sure more airlines will be doing special liveries for their home countries. So I really like these special liveries. It's really cool to see them, and this is one of the more interesting Delta liveries because Delta doesn't usually do full body liveries. Delta tends to do something written under the cockpit windows, not a whole lot more, but it definitely appears, starting with that thank you livery, that Delta is starting to do more of these full text liveries where the text stretches across the fuselage, and I think that looks really cool. Adds a little bit of branding, a bit more awareness to the aircraft. This aircraft is November 411 Delta X-Ray, which is one of Delta's newest A330-941s in the fleet. Delta has quite a few of the A330 Neos now, and it's really cool to see them get more, and hopefully we can see more of these at more airports. Mostly they've just been out of Seattle and I think a few other places. It appears they're starting to fly more regularly out of Atlanta as well, so it'll be really cool to see more of these flying around. A modelless plane will be super cool as well. And yeah, great aircraft. I don't really have any complaints about this livery. It's just a fairly simple, large livery that, advertises the United States Olympic team. The final bit of news is fleet news, and once again we have some more fleet news, and this one is about Avelo, which is the new ultra low cost carrier here in the United States that started service this year. Now, for most of you who know, this airline has their main base of operations out of Burbank, California, and they serve a lot of ultra low cost destinations and secondary airports and markets out of the California area and around that West Coast area, Nevada, Oregon, Washington. However, they also start operations in the East Coast, and it was really interesting to see where they would decide to go to, and they decided to make the base of operations out of New Haven, Connecticut, which is an airport that has a decent market but not a whole lot of service, so it's definitely a very prime target for a good market right there. So they are starting services to Tampa, Sarasota, West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, Orlando, and Fort Lauderdale, all flying out of New Haven. Those 6 new routes all started on November the 4th. It's really cool to see Avelo operating those routes, and it will be a huge addition to the airline. It will be really interesting to see because New Haven had never had any flights direct to Florida, and now all of a sudden they have 6. So it'll be really interesting to see what Avelo does to this market. I definitely think there are some other places in the Northeast and in really the East Coast that has some potential for Avelo to come in. I think a place like Asheville, North Carolina has a possibility. Maybe Greensboro, North Carolina. I could see Savannah, Georgia having the possibility of being a really good market for an ultra low cost carrier like Avelo. Maybe some other markets, but those are just some that came to mind right away. Norfolk, Virginia is another one. But it will be really interesting to see where Avelo decides to take their fleet to next. And yeah, I really do hope this airline has great success and more awesome things coming in the future. So that is pretty much it for this episode of Aviation News this week. The weather is starting to get a little bit chilly outside, so I hope you all stay safe and stay warm. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and are going to have a happy new year in 2022. I had a great week. On the 22nd, which was a Wednesday, I got the great opportunity to go out with my friend Downwind DSM, and we were rampside courtesy of the Des Moines International Airport, and we got some awesome photos and videos. I'll be playing some of them throughout the video, and you'll see them in upcoming videos as well. But it was really awesome to go rampside. We were literally right on the taxiway watching planes. We got some good photos and videos. It was a really good time. And then today, at least the day that I'm recording this, I walked the Omni AR 767-300 charter flight. So this was really cool. The aircraft came in to take Iowa State football fans down to Orlando, Florida to play in the Cheez-It Bowl versus the Clemson Tigers. The flight was on a 767-300, pretty big airplane, really cool plane. We got to take a look inside the plane after it arrived. It was really awesome. We loaded up, sent it out. We also did a Sun Country charter in the morning that was taking a marching band down to play in the Rose Bowl parade. So that was really cool. But yeah, good day walking the charter flight. I had a good time, and yeah, I love walking the ramp, and this was one of the cool opportunities that I got to do. So that is pretty much it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I also want to thank Downwind DSM for taking some pictures of the Omni Air, and my brother for filming the pushback and takeoff as well. So that is pretty much it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.